Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a little tutorial to Gyotaku printing. It's a pretty low budget process, and today our subject is going to be a gorgeous 25-pound king salmon taken right out of Kachemak Bay in Alaska. It's a beautiful fish. The first thing I did was wipe off all of the goo. Right? There's a lot of slime on them, so you got to kind of dry them off. And in fact, that could use a little bit more. I'll give it one more rub down with a paper towel before I put paint on it. You want to be careful to go with the grain of the scales this way so that it doesn't tear those scales up. King salmon got pretty fragile scales. All salmon got pretty fragile scales. And it takes a lot of paper towels. It took probably 7 or 8 paper towels to get the slime off, and I'm going to use one more, so we'll go with 9. This is about a 37-inch fish. Let me grab my measuring device here. Here we go. This is about a 37-inch fish. Because you go by the split in the tail there, not the tips of the tail. But beautiful fish. Like I said, about 25 pounds. This was caught about noon. Kachemak Bay. We're going to do a Gyotaku. So, wipe down all of the slime. Get all the slime off of there so that it's relatively dry. I put down paper towels here, and here, and here. And these are the areas where, as I am painting the fish, it could potentially get on the bag. Obviously, the bag is down there so that my stuff doesn't get all grungy. And I'm going to set this up and walk you through it. What's up? Today we're making Gyotaku with a 25-pound king salmon in Homer, Alaska. I've got everything wiped off of it with the paper towels, just trying to get the slime off of it, get it so that it's almost tacky when you put the paper towel on it. As you can see, I'm going with the grain of the fish. I'm not doing anything, no wiping backwards, because that will peel the scales right off of it. You really want to focus on getting the slime out from underneath here, under the gills, underneath this fin. And down here. This gets pretty gooey. Also, the tips of the tail's got a tendency to kind of collect slime as well. Put that in your bag. If you're doing this in the summertime, put your trash in a bear-proof container, because that smells delicious. To bears anyway. To me, it's kind of fishy. Alright, paint I'm using is moderately expensive acrylic, black. This is a brand new one. These paper towels right here are down here because as I put paint on this fish, this is where it could potentially touch the bag, and we don't want any of that transferring onto the actual print. So after I put ink on it, I will remove the paper towels, and hopefully none of the ink will leave weird spots when we actually do the print. Having to use 2 paper towels for a tail is a very nice problem to have. So I am going to use about that much acrylic and that much water. And different people do it different ways. Some artists have a lot more, I don't know, standardized measuring system than that. I'm not one of them. I kind of eyeball things, but I know about the right consistency just from doing it a lot. We're going to mix this up here. I can tell you straight away I need a little more water. And we're literally just painting this whole fish black. And this does not affect the eatability of this fish at all. You can even eat the skin. This acrylic paint is not in any way detrimental to your health. It's all going to be washed off anyway, but even if it wasn't all to be washed off, it would not be, it's not toxic in any way. See how this first one comes out? There's just a little bit more slime than I like on it still, which sucks. We'll see how it goes. You want to get all the way up here, down the spine of the fish. You want to stretch your fins like so before you paint them, because you're going to stretch them when you print them. Get all the way out to the tips like that, and then get this. Just rub some of the slime off of here. Unfortunately, oh, there we go, it's working better. Good. And then this one, stretch it. Stretch it, and then get down underneath here. All right, fish painted black. Set this aside. What you're doing here is you're removing most of the ink. Right, all that should be left is the stuff that sticks in between the scales. And that's what gives you that killer Gyotaku print. This is also where you find out if you have too much slime on it still, because all the paint, or none of the paint sticks. You end up with a real splotchy, ugly print. And judging by the way that this is coming off of there, that may be my case, which is a bummer. And again, you want to dab at it. You don't want to like wipe it off, because it leaves streaks, and the streaks look terribly unnatural and contrived on your fish. You just want to make sure that everything that you've painted, you've dabbed on. Oh, real good. Sorry. Lame joke. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. You take your rice paper, and rice paper comes in varying qualities. Use a good quality rice paper, spend the money. It's worth it to get a good fish print. Make sure you go around the head real good, get in lots of detail. Try to avoid creases at all costs. Wrinkles, I mean, they do happen, but that's alright. You do your best, right? And this area around the fin, I like to do in two parts. I like to go right across the top of the fin. Sorry, I like to go right across the top of the fin when I'm doing this fin. And then right down, just kind of press it down into the fish. and then smooth it around the belly. And this really establishes that nice belly line. And I do the bottom half first. And the only reason I have for that is just because it's the way that I've always done it. And I like how they turn out. And I'll reach under here and I stretch my fins. So they get a nice big fin print. Okay, belly side looks fairly well done. Top side, good action on his head, push in around the eyes, really focus on some details around the gills. Okay. Give you an idea, this is what it should look like before you lift. Now this is about the biggest fish I'm willing to do by myself. If they get any bigger than this, I start calling up the homies, because this process right here, if you set it down or double touch it or anything like that, or you get hasty and pull it off too quick or whatever, there's a lot of things that can go wrong right here, and you get like a smudge or a blur or a rip or something in your paper. You also don't want it to wrinkle up around those fins and touch in places where it's not supposed to. Alright, and we have King Salmon Gyotaku. I'll paint that one up. That'll look pretty nice actually. Let me set this down and we can zoom in on it, and I'll do another one in a second. So, obviously, right around here, I need a little bit darker, but again, we're going to add some paint to this so I can fill it in. You can clearly see the gill line, right? There's an eyeball spot right here. Sorry, eyeball spot right here. The mouth line came out good. Fin, top fin. But you can see down here, see these splotches I was talking about? That is where there is too much slime on the fish. Additionally, if you look right here, remember how I emphasized like it being important to get all the moisture off? That's why you end up with these little holes. All in all, not a bad print. It's definitely a keeper. And it's on like a $40 piece of rice paper, so it's definitely a keeper. I will walk you through adding color to it as soon as she's dry. In the meantime, I'm going to get one, maybe two more prints off of this fish, and we will continue at that point. Right, and there's a winner. That one's going to be real good. It's pretty light. I got lots of room to work with. Fins came out pretty solid. That top fin could have been a little bit better, but I can add in some detail there. Miss a little bit right here, right behind that fin. It's alright, I can kind of sponge in a little something something there. But yeah, there it is. Gyotaku, 25-pound Alaska King. Loving it. Catch up in a bit. Alright, here it is. Almost done. I still need to sign it, but my stamp is in Hawaii, so that's not going to happen today. It is midnight, and obviously there's no good sunlight to give you a better picture of how the colors turned out. We can really make these colors pop if we get it in some good light, and we'll put it on a white background. I'll include a picture. But yeah, this is how it goes. I didn't film the watercolor process. I got in the zone and forgot to turn the camera on, but it's really straightforward. You look at pictures of the fish that you took, or just go off of memory and try to make it look like it did when it was alive. And while these are largely black and silver, when you get a straight on photograph of them straight out of the water, as soon as you turn it or look at it from a different angle in the light, the actual fish has this kind of like, I don't know what the opalescent color to it, in that they change from like purple to green to gold and brown and silver, and real neat. So I tried to capture some of those colors in here at the same time as, you know, make it look like a fish, make it look like a salmon. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. Hope you learned something. Bye.